Yeah, I mean, I think one of the big things that, we're teaching now on a regular basis is, task-based practice over volume-based practice. I mean, I remember when I was a junior golfer and playing through college, and you sort of have this mindset that you have to put in a certain amount of time and hit a certain number of golf balls before you felt like you deserved to play at a certain level. I heard somewhere that Greg Norman hit 1,000 golf balls a day, and I went out and I counted on 1,000 golf balls, and I hit him in one day, and I said, I don't think I can do that again. And it wasn't effective practice. So with task-based practice, you can actually go out there and you might have 2 or 3 tasks that you're going to try and complete. And let's say you have a putting exercise that's pace-based. You might go out, you might complete that in 5 minutes, right? But if you were going off of volume-based practice or a time block, you might feel like you have to stand out there and putt for an entire hour, which might seem tedious, which makes it become counterproductive. So when you complete a task, you reward yourself by allowing yourself to do something else, like go to the first tee and play. Now the next day you go out, if you have to complete the same task, maybe you're not quite as proficient, and it might take you that hour. So I think being able to create a practice plan that is moving and growing and organic, that doesn't get stale with some of those options, I think is a good thing to do.
Not to get off topic here, but we are facing in golf a bit of a mini crisis with the culture of the youth who have an iPhone 24/7 like this. They're constantly being stimulated, yet golf is a game of patience. It's a game of getting away from the technology. It's a space where you can just be with the environment. That's why Jeff likes surfing, right? So here we got a clash of what golf requires and what our modern society is becoming all about. And we're not immune to it either. I had my phone out. I saw several of you doing the same. So you have to engage them kind of emotionally and challenge them and tap into their competitive spirit. If you had 4 kids going through the motion and you said, okay, here's a scoreboard. We're going to play King of the Mountain. Here's the task. The winner gets to write their name at the top. The loser's got to put his name at the bottom. And the one at the top, it gets, the 3 people who don't win are going to go down the hill and buy a soft drink for the winner, and he's going to sit in this chair. And you're going to serve him like he's the king of England. You create something that ups the ante, that engages them mentally. They'll put their phone away. They won't go through the motions because they want to write their name at the top. So that's about creating a culture where the environment is creating the right stimulus for them to do the work.
And so what we're touching on here is motivation towards action. So moving towards, to go back to Jeff's comments from yesterday. And then furthermore, as a motivation towards action, oftentimes we deal with distraction, don't we? And in particular, when we're talking to youth athletes, the necessary time application to satisfy social interaction as we're going through those adolescent years is in direct conflict, isn't it, with the amount of time necessary to apply to become good at something. And so building relationships and motivating someone towards taking action is as simple as conversation, is as simple as creating the right task focus and the right challenge in their training, such that then the conversation becomes, quite frankly, easy. Dude, you're doing only enough to get by. You're getting left behind in this race towards your end goal. You've got to change what you're doing to get better. So we've got to eliminate some of the distractions. Is it a peer group that needs to change? Do we need to trim some of the friends that you're hanging out with? Do we need to trim the other activities you're involved with? Put the phone down and execute on what it is that you promised yourself. After all, you're the one that has to look yourself in the mirror every night and answer the question, did I get better today?